any low health targets available. So with that in mind, T2, they are having Haruda that will be the one that will blast their way into victory. And here we go, back to Taya Sky Ruins for Game 4. T2, one game away once again, and they need to really show their best performance with their slots again. And Husky, we're gonna see with so much of a difference when it comes down to the drafts, things opt to be very much different when it comes down to how they really want to play this out, because they got to find ways to stop that Urshifu. They got to find ways to stop that Mew as well.
Yeah, they definitely do. And I just want to give every one of our viewers the update of the situation, how we got to this stage. So just now during the drafting phase, MYS did face unfortunate issues, so it resulted in the mispick in the last pick, which is what we saw in the Grey Ninja. And because of that, T2 ended up showing the entire draft. So to ensure the integrity of the tournament, we did have to do the full redraft, but the result is still almost the same composition that we had. So that's where we are with Team MYS scoring that initial 4 points. It's nothing much. T2 able to, at least not let Team MYS run away with any of that lead. Again, Garchomp and Urshifu in the same lane. We're getting that tri-lane, double lane, tri-lane up top with Yang also being there, with Rebounds being there.
Quick clearance coming in from both sides to secure the Apple Tower camp, and Rebounds has got a lot on his plate right now to just try to scale up before he could have higher impact on Mamoswine. Currently still on the swing up, so it will definitely take a while. Meanwhile, Ruin is keeping up to his progress here over on the bottom side, but you see lesser of invades happening. T2 still having a little bit more of that control on that central area, and this is where MYS wants to pile on, but Rebound's falling pretty low. Eject button already committed, and they gotta find a way to just get out of this sticky situation.
Yemu unfortunately will not be able to do so. T2 getting the KO. They did bring the Glaceon up top, so it did surprise Team MYS just a little bit. The overestimation of the damage output. You see Foxy did attempt to steal a bit of those experience for himself. All in all, this is probably one of the slower starts that we have for both teams. 40 seconds until those objectives spawn. That's where we get to see firsthand how those team fights get executed by both teams. And that is, without consideration of Unite moves, players will not have access to those yet.
That's true, and just looking at how MYS just congregates and is gonna look for some points to be dunked right here, but this War Turtle is in the way. And just look at that damage itself, this rapid speed. Just not make it seem fair for the rest of MYS, just absolutely stopping them from getting any points done. Oh. And T2 doing the same over the bottom side with 4 members being committed. Yang popping up that very, very early on.
Here we go, Reggie still has to spawn. Most likely a 4 versus 4 situation. They're able to at least displace Froggy, but in the meantime, the War Turtle actually getting taken out. The KO going in favor of Team MYS, but most importantly is that they have just lost Froggy thanks to Ruin. Rebounds also not that healthy. Yang getting KO by T2. MYS, they don't have the members to fight this. The Glaceon dealing incredible amount of damage, so MYS, they will have to give this up. T2 getting that first Reggie of the game.
First dips yet again for the side of T2. Meanwhile, that was happening. We saw over the top end as well, where Yang has been able to at least put a couple points back into the team, along with the Garchomp itself. Haruda hoping to actually find a little bit more of that opening, and that's where Yimu will be the one to deal with that situation and try to find ways to set up for the Lecky later on. Froggy sneaks his way past, and this is where he gets close to equalizing the score of 70 against T2.
Instead of the skull, we are seeing the surf. Haruda pressured. And there's backup coming through by Arjun. T2, you really want to take this though? I don't think so, buddy. MYS, 2 KOs, looking for more. Yamu with the slam dunk. Supercell trying to cancel any sort of cap. Yamu not able to finish it, and Yang actually ends up getting KO'd instead. T2 just getting those good backups, coming in, rebounds, dropping low. Supercell looking for the finisher, rebounds yelling up, thanks to Froggy's third.
So close.
Solar Beam doesn't connect, rebound, sidestep, fancy dancing shoes. But MYS don't have health to contest Regieleki.
And Ruin has been doing such a good job on this finisher. Now they zoned him completely. T2, another objective in the back. They will escort this Regieleki, but the rest of Team MYS, they're ready for a response. They only have one Unite move, and that's on the Clefable.
But they're dropping very low though. Can they stop T2 crashing in? Rebound, he's
Supercell.
throwing his body in front. Supercell is the target. They got him. Supercell goes down. Hydro Typhoon only connecting on the 2. Yamu is one of them. Arjun still keeping everyone topped up and healthy. Rebound back in front line. The Solar Beam is dealing so much damage from Ruin. Getting rid of rebounds. The Regieleki almost crashing. But the defense from MYS holding the fort, pushing Regieleki away. The juggling is incredible from MYS. They stop T2 from crashing this in. Commendable assault, but even more impressive defense.
And look at the room they've created for the Mammoth Line right down bottom as well. They will get that first access onto that Regieleki. And now, slowly but surely, both ends will have to collide yet again. And this is where the real battle begins. Another good beam coming in from Nightwing Foxy. That one will take it away from Supercell at the very least. Yamu on the block, and now MYS is gaining things up front. But T2 says, you know what, I'm just going to let go, and we'll score from the top.
Both teams going for calculated trades. Can T2 stop MYS? The full man, 5-man squad coming through, looking for the KOs. They want a couple of cap. Hobachi not able to survive that one. Team MYS gets a couple in. And those points are coming through. The dunks are in. MYS keeping track with T2.
And Yamu is getting every one of all these members of T2 being knocked out. Now let's see what Haruda has!
Careful! Hydro Typhoon! Not doing too much though. MYS getting hit. But no follow-up from T2. MYS starting a big bullet.
That was such a good connection of the Hydro Typhoon. It's unfortunate that there was not enough members around that vicinity for T2 to capitalize. And now, MYS knows they don't have their big ultimates. This might just be it. Without those Unite moves, this Regieleki is very likely to fall to their hands. And just looking at Froggy, just having absolute control. Meanwhile, Hobachi gets another dunk, and T2 is still up ahead.
Entertaining match so far, closest that we've ever gotten. We thought game 3 was close, this one as close as it can get. Crash the Regieleki. Team MYS knows that this is an easy one. Just gonna go for the dunk, over dunking it, just mathematic. So much extra points for Team MYS.
This is a perfect timing for it as well. 30 seconds and less. This is where pressure is on T2 right now, having that deficit to keep track against MYS. But we've seen so many instances where they will send Hobachi to try to find and sneak his way for a back half. The one with the most points right now is actually the Blastoise, but you will need Haruda in the battle, so they cannot afford to get anywhere further away from the Rayquaza deck.
Do you have the fireworks of this Wombo combo? The most tense moment of this series. MYS, the team on the back foot, they need to face off against the full force of T2. T2 looking to power not that way. MYS pulling the trigger first. Yamu already losing half of his health. Rebound also forced back. T2 on the assault. But this is a push and pull, a tug of war. MYS have the clock in their favor. Froggy doing his best. Rebounds. Taking the initial assault. The Unite moves all thrown up. Hydro Typhoon connecting on the trees, playing the battle line. But look at Yamu! Oh, the hero guard top getting the Glacian out of the way. MYS, they are still holding on. But T2 are striking back. 4 KOs for T2.
It's only down to Yamu right now. Can he clutch it? Can he stop T2 from securing this one in the back? Because this might just be it. Yamu's coming in, but is there any chance?
Yamu, you're going right in. Yamu! Doesn't do it! T2 have gotten the Rayquaza. MYS, final chance, mount that defense. They have built an iron
They
wall
took the
just
shield.
now, but can they stop T2
They stopped the
from
shields.
scoring? They have stopped all of it. All the shields have been broken. MYS, 40 seconds on the
It's
clock.
Hobachi!
Stop Hobachi! Don't let him do
Hobachi
it!
does it!
Hobachi! Hobachi has done it! Rebounds looking for Ruin. Ruin goes down. They're looking for a couple of caps. Arjun doesn't do it. Look at the bottom side.
Look at
Yang
the mouse line.
cannot do it in time. Yang trying to cap, but Supercell stopping him. They're going
Top
top
side.
side. MYS doing top side. MYS!
Rebounds.
They have taken the lead. They won a game 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we go the distance. We go again. We go game 5.
And T2, despite getting the Rayquaza, they could not find an entry. The tenacity of Team MYS, having the home crowd on their back, cheering them on, giving them all they've got. And now, it was one game away, and it's anyone's game to play out.
This is the best of 5. Right in the heart of Kuala Lumpur, right in Battle Arena, I can hear the cheers of the fans and just a fantastic way to start.